Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at Bryan Park Motors, sometimes known as Bryan, which was really weird because he's Bryan Park Motors. Bryan can refer to a lot of cars. That can refer to Brian Gierlewski, Brian Freeclamp. What's that guy's name? It was Brian something. He's like the Ye Left Turn In guy. The bartender. I don't know what's the exact name, I forgot. That's kind of an obscure release. I'm sure I'll look it up after this video is done recording. But yeah, we have Bryan Park Motors. Now this guy is very, very rare. He was exclusive to Europe as a deluxe during the Final Lap line when that was in stores. And I found one for about $40 total on eBay, which is an absolute steal. That's still not exactly like, cheap. But for this guy, that is a very good price. So, of course, I snatched him up. Had enough money. And he arrived in good condition, which is surprising. I guess the hat is a little bent, but, I mean, I think it came like that in the package. Because, like, how would you really make it bend like that? Like, no. He is a plain white truck at the surface, apart from, I guess, a souvenirs banner or a logo. I don't remember exactly what it was in the movie. Nice expression. He's yelling like, he does have a line, at least one line in the movie. Where he's yelling, it's like, get your antenna balls here or something, maybe? Is that him? Or maybe that was another character. I think that was him, though. And then, once you look past that, he's probably one of the most decorated cars ever released. Maybe the most decorated car, because, he has enough flags to turn this single size car, because we have our Duff Rex, who is roughly the same size and roughly the same shape. I think he is a little bit different. He might be a little bit taller. Duff might be a tiny little bit taller. But you can see they are roughly the same size. And this guy was a single, and then these flags turn him into a deluxe. You have all kinds of different flags for 4 different racers, or I guess 3 racers and one other thing. You have the King, so you can see you have the King flags up here. You have some of those King little antenna things like Polly Jumper has. Then you get into the Lightning McQueen stuff. You have Lightning McQueen flags. You even have some blank red and green blue flags that I assume symbolize the 3 characters. So you have the Lightning McQueen flags. That's not the one that Wilmar has, but that is the closest I could find. Maybe Timothy Two-Stroke. No, he doesn't have a flag. He has an antenna thing. There's a couple. I don't like bother that too much. And then you also have the hat thing. I don't know exactly what you would call it. I've been trying to figure that out for a while now. What exactly you call the thing that they put on the front of the roofs? Like Timothy Two-Stroke has one. We'll see another car that has one as well later here in a second. Although, yeah, okay. And then, of course, you have Chick Hicks fans. I don't think we've ever seen a car with a Chick Hicks flag as a diecast, and there was some in the movie. But here is a Chick Hicks fan. This is Chick Hicks fan, I believe, Mia. Yeah, Mia, not Tia. And you can see the C on her head is similar to the ones here, although those appear to be flags, not roof attachments. You can see here, Mia's actually attaches to her, her roof. Yeah, obviously, in the movie. It's not a part of the diecast. It's not detachable. And then you come to you have Wilmar, where there's no attachment, so that's pretty interesting. And then last but not least, you have all the Piston Cup stuff. You can see some yellow flags, and then you see a whole bunch of Piston Cup antenna things and flags as well, similar to what Marty Breakers has. There's no actual Piston Cups. It appears similar to like what Jay Lowley and Brad Windmeiler have. I did say that Duff Rex was a very close thing because he is another white truck of, I believe it's the same model. You have a different gray, but look at the side. You both have that bent back rear bed. So I believe these are the same models, just slightly altered. But I don't think those are actually the closest. What is the actual closest is a car that shares, I believe, the exact same model and is also a souvenir vendor. We have Buck the Tooth Vendor. That's his name, right? Buck the Tooth Vendor. I absolutely love this guy. I love the blue color. He also has a bunch of, what do you call them? Souvenirs, merchandise. Got, you know, like the Mater the Greater toe hooks. You also have all the buck teeth, which you can see fans like Big Fan, very original name, as well as Bucky Break Dust wearing. And if you turn that to the side, you can see, yep, you have that same curve. Even got the same wheels, same rear, although Buck has a license plate and Brian does not. And they have the same front grille as well as the same Souvenirs banner. They do not have the same mouth. This guy is smiling big. This guy's kind of yelling. Another thing, I think the last thing I haven't pointed out is, like, oh, there's two things. You have all the holders that are holding the flags / antenna things in, which is actually something I haven't noticed until I was recording this. They look pretty cool. They got like a nice sign of a yellow with a red and blue stripe, with a tiny little yellow one in between those. That is holding all the outside ones. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the outside. I don't even know how those are attached to him. And 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. And then you have the rest are in the back, his back trunk. And then you get to his hats, which has the King merch, Piston Cup merch, which just kind of looks like a t-shirt, not a piston cup. And you have McQueen merch. You do not have any chick merch up on here, so I assume these are like maybe also antenna. These might be the actual antenna things. These they're pretty tiny. At least with, you know, Marty, who's a small car, but yeah, it's a little bit bigger on Marty. I don't know exactly what those are, but my best guess is that they are antenna toppers. You put them on top of your antenna. So yeah, Brian, very cool. Also very rare diecast. Absolutely pumped to have him. Got him a couple months ago. And that is pretty much it for this video. As I just said literally 10 seconds ago, absolute beauty of a diecast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.